ironically as well, if I remember correctly, the last time I nearly pooed myself in the van, I was sat on about this place in the A1, going to Peterborough, and there was an accident. I'm not saying I'm going to recreate that situation just yet, but it's starting to get close, you know what I mean? While I'm stuck in this traffic, I'm going to do my manifesto for the year yet. Welcome to the new year, happy new year and all that bollocks. Nice to have done that yesterday, but I really couldn't be fucked. But yeah, I'm just going to set out my manifesto for my content for the new year, just so everyone knows where they stand. If you're watching this shit that I produce, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing, so you can decide at this point now whether you want to continue to watch this tribe or whether you want to fuck off and follow someone else because you think I'm a cunt. So I'll let you know now what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be doing it for 2024. Although I've already wrote that date wrong this morning on a document. One is, I'm going to be doing more actual business content. I'm going to clearly label it here like that so you know it's actual business content. So if that's not something you're interested in, you can fuck it off. Also, I'm not suggesting you say the actual business content and use it verbatim. What I'm going to do is offer up my experiences. I think the reason that I end up slagging off business coaches and business courses is because there's a market for it. So that's why people are advertising for it. Because I don't think enough people on the gram or anyone that can tell you anything, like on the YouTube and that, is telling you about it. So clearly there's a requirement for it, otherwise people won't be trying to flog people bullshit to do with it. And at the end of the day, all advice is just opinion. So I'm going to offer some of my free opinions on how I've done my business over the years, which has gone quite well. So I think you can speak about it and you'll be able to look at that. And if you want me to talk about anything, let me know and I'll tell you. Also, this month on the podcast, we're going to be doing a lot of businessy stuff. So I'm starting out on my own again at the end of the month. We've got someone who's just started out on their own. Sam's going to be talking about how he's getting off. We're going to be getting a few people to talk about their businesses and how it's developed and that, because people are selling you business courses and I think they're all wankers, yeah? If they was any good at it, they wouldn't need to sell business courses, would they? They'd be running a successful business themselves, not a wanky coach flogging fucking snake oil to people. So yeah, we're doing some content on the podcast on that as well, because it seems like people move up the ladder, want to go on their own, and there's not a lot out there that tells you about it. So I'm going to absolutely try and do more of that to help people out, because when I started on my own in business, the internet didn't exist, but there was not a lot out there, and there's still not a lot out there now. So if you're wondering what you do, how you set up and all that, I'm going to try and offer a bit of that solution, but do feedback to me if you want to know anything, because, well, not know anything, but have my opinion on something, because I don't know what you want regarding that, but I know people want it. One of the things I want to stress out about this Instagram malarkey, yeah, is this: don't be a punisher. Let me explain what being a punisher is, yeah? As some people know from my stories, I work for a football club, and I get to stand pitchside where all the fucking action happens, yeah? Where all the players come out, all the VIPs are, and all that. And also I've done roadieing with my brother, where you have quite highly famous people backstage mingling around, doing normal things like getting a cup of tea and stuff like that. And the concept of being a punisher is, I've nicked this off my brother who works in roadieing a lot, is never let on that you're excited to see someone or see someone famous or anything like that. If your favourite artist in the world walks past and you're absolutely bowled over, just act normal, like you've seen some chav get out of a Ford Fiesta. That's what you've got to do, because no one wants to be a punisher. Don't ask for autographs, don't ask for pictures, because that's how it works in the professional world. These people want to walk around, do their normal thing, just be normal without you bothering them, yeah? And I'm going to adapt not being a punisher to Instagram. I'm not knocking anyone who's done this, yeah? I'm not trying to take the piss out of anyone who's done this, but I just want to say, yeah, is fucking your Instagram numbers, no one gives a fuck, yeah? Don't judge your success or the education or the content that people enjoy from you by the amount of numbers you've got on Instagram, yeah? I just had to have a look, about 2,500. But on my stories, it gets watched by about 300. And then out of that, maybe 30 people message me. On my YouTube, about 300 people watch my videos. I'm happy with that. I don't need more followers. If you want to follow me, great. I don't need more followers though. It is not a judge of how good you are, how many followers you've got. If you are putting out content and some people are enjoying it, just be happy with that. Don't bother doing giveaways because you got to 1,000. You're just buying followers and no one gives a fuck. It doesn't give you any credibility. And what it does is it attracts fucking hangers on that don't give a shit about what you're doing. It always makes me a little bit sad inside to see people that are putting out good content that I follow that then do this, like they feel they've got to. You have not got to give anything away. You have not got to attract new followers by giving shit away or by fucking doing anything special, yeah? If you're putting out good content that I guess is either educational or funny in this trade sphere that we're in, people will just follow you. I follow people who've got 150 people on them and I really enjoy what they put out. There's people out there, especially in the HV world, I really like a lot of that, just putting out really good content. They ain't got massive followers, they don't need it. It's not a massive following anyway. You're never going to get a fucking 150,000 subscribers that actually give a fuck about electricians stuff, because that would be every electrician in the UK. Don't worry about your numbers. Don't worry about your YouTube subscribers. Don't worry about anyone following your videos, yeah? If you think something's worth sharing because you've got a skill you want to pass on to someone or just educate people in, just put the content out. The people that want to watch it will find it and watch it. That simple. I do, to be fair, try and put out a YouTube video once a week, but that's just for me. It's just a personal thing I do because it keeps me sharp on my editing and my skills, yeah? I don't put it out because I feel like I have to or trying to beat the algorithm or anything like that. Just do enjoy it. I do enjoy doing a bit of editing, although not my own fucking face. I'd rather avoid that. But yeah, don't worry about the numbers. Just try and give people a dig out, help out, put the good stuff you do out there, yeah? No one wants to see you chopping in the socket for the 14th time on YouTube, yeah? If you're doing something a bit special or a bit interesting or a bit odd, put it out there. You know what I'm missing on Instagram? I'd really like someone who's good at CCTV on Instagram. I don't see any, I haven't found anyone who's particularly good with, say, Hickey Vision CCTV that's just putting up little stories with little tips on. I'd love to see it. I think they'd do quite well. They'd never get 1 million followers, but certainly people in the trade would love to see something like that, and it's not there. It's not something I'm going to do, so I don't know anything about it, but look for those niches. Also, the old social media, yeah, and I hate to keep drilling on about this, I'm just trying to offer some advice, isn't this thing, yeah? YouTube doesn't pay much money. Doesn't pay fuck all. Like, I can roughly tell you off the podcast, our biggest video ever got 30,000 views. I weren't in it. I'm not in any of the top 10 videos. And I think it's made about 100 quid. So if you can live off that, if you can make enough videos that are unsponsored, say, where you can get 100,000 people to watch it after you put all the effort into making it, and it's made 100 quid, don't put all your eggs in the social media basket, yeah? Very few people are going to achieve that. Just be happy that you can go on social media, maybe make some contacts, maybe integrate with people in your trade, maybe share a few tips, maybe meet good people to work with or get some work off them and stuff like that. You probably, for 99.99% of all electricians, you're going to make more money out of being a Sparky than you are social media. If you love editing and you love doing all that shit and you just want to do it anyway, be my guest. But I'll tell you for a fact, yeah, it's not making you any money. The next one is give something back. I understand nowadays, yeah, that the traditional apprenticeship model is dead because people are tight cunts and businesses are tight cunts. When I trained, Sparky's trained me for 4 years on site while I did my apprenticeship. Then when I qualified, I felt that I had to train apprentices or help train apprentices or help them out. Please don't stop doing that. Please continue to do that. Giving it back because you were trained for free is the whole concept of the apprenticeship model. Just because you've had to pay for your college and didn't do a proper apprenticeship doesn't mean you can't show someone else one out, yeah? Personally, I fucking sound like Bob Geldof when I'm doing this, yeah? I'm going to do some volunteering 2 days a week up apprentice 1-to-1 to try and give some of that back. But you can do a bit of that on site by helping out the apprentices, showing them what's going off, showing new people what's happening, all that. It's a good vibe, keeps things going, and if you ever fall off your ladder and die, that apprentice might help you, so it's always good to give them a dig out. But yeah, keep the circle going. It's not as circle as it used to be with modern apprenticeships disappearing like they are, but still very important that you give back. Also, I'm going to continue to do this, and you should do it too, yeah? Just be yourself, like on social media. No one wants a little caricature of you or a little one of you behaving. If you look across my LinkedIn, you'll see I'm the same kind of cunt on there as I'm on here, and I don't care. Some people don't want to work with me because they think I'm a cunt. Well, I don't want to work with them because they're cunts. So yeah, don't put on a little false thing. I'm not going to this year. Well, not that I've done any year, but yeah, just be yourself. Don't try and be someone you're not on social media. No one gives a fuck. You know, this social media shit, and if you think it's funny and you're being educated, I'm happy. Everything else, I couldn't give a fuck. Literally couldn't give a fuck. Oh, some advertisers don't want to advertise me because I said the word cunt. Couldn't give a fuck, mate. Oh, I slagged something off and they sent me a cease and desist letter. Couldn't give a fuck, mate. Just for advertisers out there, yeah, or people are slag off any my content or the podcast, just so you know, yeah, cease and desist letters is what feeds me. It's what I thrive on. So keep sending them. Mwah. Cease and desist letters. Have a lovely new year.